okay, it's rare that I do book reviews, but I've got this one and then the sequel to Eternidad that I reviewed a couple of years ago. This, of course, is the Austin Aries book, Food Fight. Link will be in the description. A little bit memoirs. I mean, this is just a short. This is like 175 pages. The vast majority of it is more or less about how he grew up, what his food choices were, and how he effectively became, well, I guess, for over a decade he's been plant-based. Yes, the greatest man that ever lived is also a vegan. Kind of. He does mention that sometimes, he can't be 100% certain that he hasn't had animal products recently. So the background portion of him, when it's, here's how I grew up, here's when I watched wrestling, here's when I was a drug runner, it's in there. Yeah, he did a whole section about how he dealt marijuana, how it helped him unlock certain creative juices. But the bulk of this, I don't want to say the meat of this because that would be disingenuous, is about how he made his transition from meat-based to more plant-based to straight-up vegan. Now, the farthest I've ever been able to successfully maintain is a lacto-ovo vegan, which I was before I met my wife. Now, if I would go out someplace where there wasn't an option, I would have chicken, might have salmon. It was either chicken or fish. I rarely had beef for a long time, or pork. And ironically, it was actually pretty cheap and easy to be a lacto-ovo vegan. Now, if you know what that means, it pretty much meant that you could have, vegetables, fruits, nuts, grains, beans, and dairy and egg-based products. So after a long day of work, it might be, I'll have a giant bowl of salad. I might end up adding some brown rice and some beans to that. Or if I was in a different hurry, it might be like, I'm just going to cook myself a couple of eggs, have an omelet. When I met my wife, she's like, no. She's like, I like meat. We're going to have meat. Okay. Slowly, I've been able to turn her to at least, maybe once or twice, we would have some sort of meatless meal. And when he goes into his rationale behind it, he actually does a much better job of having it not be, I listen to the food babe, who, when you get your food advice from the food babe, it'd be like if you got medical advice from pharmacy dude. But he does a job about actual studies, which is good. I want someone not be like, I read this thing on Facebook and it told me this. No. He actually cites studies, which is good. You can go back and you can go, I'll read about the China study. I'll read about what that's about, how it was done. So he actually did some pretty decent amount of soul searching. And some of it too ends up being the standard, you like milk? Lactal secretions from an animal that's not your own species. Why is it okay to eat cow and pig, but not dog, cat? Other parts of the world, if it moves, it's eaten. Period. Why is it that you want to eat a parakeet? You're going to eat a parakeet? What about that macaw you've got behind you? You're going to eat your macaw? Well, that's a pet. That's not a food source. You'll have goldfish, but you won't eat them, but you'll eat salmon. So some of those things where it's, if you look at it black and white, yes. Have I gone to lots of places that do vegan? I'm like, you know what? I want to have your gluten-free vegan tostadas. And then there'll be, the coconut-based cheese, maybe a nicely grilled tofu on top. And people look and they go, that just sounds disgusting. Like, would you want to try a bite? I want to see, do you want to try a bite? Some people go, no, it's okay, I'm fine. Okay. Once a year, my wife and I will do a 1-month vegan cleanse. It's the Tony Horton thing. And it's a unique way to kind of break away from the mold of what you're currently eating. Even doing meatless Mondays. Or meatless Tuesday, however you want to call it. There's a unique moment of going, I normally eat for most families, it's Monday is this, Tuesday is this, Wednesday, Thursday is this. You can do something different. You can do a vegetarian-based meal. You can do a vegan-based meal. And there are lots of great websites. I actually did pre-order, and I own the No Meat Athlete cookbook. It's actually pretty good. I've tried some of those recipes, and they're not that bad. It takes a while to get used to something where it is, it's quinoa, and then like cannelli beans with like a chimichurri added to it, or cannellini. Sorry, cannellini beans. You're like, yeah, it's good. It's a nice simple meal. I also have the Karma Chow cookbook. That is the vegan chef for Tony Horton. Yes, the P90X guy. And Sun Warrior, which is Sun Warrior protein, which I've talked about a couple of times. A lot of unique recipes. Vegan. Here's to make vegan cheese by soaking cashews. There's a lot of options out there if you want to just try it. You can just try it. My wife has made vegan mayonnaise using avocados. I'll be honest, that is so much better than store-bought mayonnaise. Period. Nice, rich, creamy texture. You add a little different flavors to it. The flavor of avocado is very unique textures, nice and velvety. Of course, now my wife makes mayonnaise at home because it's really easy to make. So it's a unique book. The nice thing is when he says, "I'm gonna get on a soapbox and get kind of preachy," he's not super preachy. He's saying, "Here's what I believe. Here's what I did to get to where I believe. If you want to try it, cool. Hey man, more power to you. If you want to do a meatless Monday, awesome. If you want to, a couple times out of the week, maybe try something different. Maybe not go to a Burger King and get a grilled burger. Get a veggie patty and cook it up at home. Just try something different." He's like, and if you try it and you don't like it, hey, you know what? You tried it. That's better than most people. So, link in the description. Super easy read. It's like 175 pages. I mean, I got this book, I want to say it showed up probably Friday. So, over the course of a weekend, while building, a play cottage for my daughter outside, and spending time with my 3-year-old, and the majority of my Sunday tends to be church, I read this book pretty quickly. It's worth picking up. It's interesting. It's unique. I like to link in the description. So with that being said, Austin, thank you for writing the book. I hope it does well.